Hi, Livewires! We at Nourished for Life believe in taking care of ourselves through the mind, the body, and the spirit. It's health in all three of those areas to make yourself truly a healthy person. Today we're going to talk about the body, our physical health. One thing that I have noticed in my almost 18 years of personal training and fitness instructing is that it takes a lot for a person to change, to really make those changes in their physical health. It may be something sudden or drastic that changes our direction of our health. Maybe a car accident, maybe the diagnosis of cancer. These are the things that are massive events that make us change the direction of our health. Maybe you've been diagnosed with high cholesterol or high blood pressure, or maybe you're 25 pounds or more overweight and your doctor's telling you you need to make some changes. Or the doctor is prescribing medication to change the symptom of that health condition. Well, if you haven't had anything traumatic happen in your life, but you know up here that it's time to make a change, the gradual changes in our health can be the most challenging and the most beneficial. As a result of something sudden and dramatic happening, a transformational health change can be very challenging. But of course, we're usually at that point where it has to happen. But I want to talk about gradual health changes. You don't have to step into a huge transformation to make these simple steps towards better health. I always encourage people, start making those simple changes now before that phone call comes, before you're forced to change. There are a handful of healthy habits that we believe will transform your health if you just take one at a time before you get to that diagnosis, that bad news. Can you take on one simple change at a time? You've probably heard them all. We know that the healthiest habits, things like getting your full 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, drinking more water. Do you know how much water you're supposed to drink? Whatever your body weight is, divide that in half, and that's how many ounces you need every day. Add more when you're exercising. Adding daily activities so your body is moving the way it's designed to move. And lastly, giving up a bad habit. Usually those habits are around our dietary habits. So what is that for you? Well, I have a story to share with you. This story is about my husband. Here he is. About 10 years ago, when we were introduced to this healthier lifestyle, my husband was drinking about 44 ounces of soda a day. Is that even possible? Do you know anyone in your life who drinks coffee in the morning and soda in the day? He did not understand the relationship between his unhealthy habits and the outcome of his health. He came from a background where his family history was full of cancer, heart disease, obesity, similar to what most Americans face today. So when we got educated on some healthier habits, he understood that drinking a double big gulp every afternoon was not serving his health. So we got rid of it. Well, after a few months, he was feeling much better. So he decided to make another simple change. He got rid of a couple more things in his diet that's making most Americans unhealthy as well. His ground beef and about 85% of his cheese. My husband loves cheese. Anybody relate out there? As a result, he dropped 25 pounds in about 6 months. And let me tell you, as his wife, I didn't even know where those 25 pounds were coming from. If you know my husband, he has a tall and slender build. He would never show on the outside that he's over fat. We call it visceral fat that hugs our organs and is in our torso, is the kind of fat that makes us really unhealthy. That's kind of suffocating our organs and making them work harder than they need to work. As a result, one simple change was birthed in our home. To this day, he is still making simple changes one at a time that's benefiting his health drastically every day. So I hope his story has encouraged you today. We know that we actually need the knowledge to understand what we need to change, and then we need the discipline to make it happen. Can you be disciplined to just change one thing, you guys? You can do it, just because that just means more life together. One of the simple changes that I made that has drastically changed my health was moving from a diet that was high in protein, mostly animal, meat and dairy, and some processed foods, to a whole food, plant-based, plant-strong diet. You read about it everywhere. Plant-strong diets are the biggest thing we can do to improve our health. And once you've conquered one simple change, remember, it takes a certain amount of days to make it a habit. Research is mixed, but they're saying about 66 days to make a healthy change a habit. Once you've knocked it out, find the next healthy thing, and you're just gonna get your little health snowball rolling in the right direction. So don't live by just getting by, knowing that you need to make these changes and waiting for the day that it's not working anymore. Don't just get by. Don't just get along doing what you're doing because you haven't had a problem yet. We have to be proactive. Prevention is all about healthy living before the bad stuff kicks in, before the lack of vitality in our life. I encourage you and I challenge you, make a strong decision today to just take one thing and live a healthier life. I would love to hear from you guys. Comment below and tell me what your one simple change is going to be, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, Livewire. See you next time.